right, are we there? Are we there? Are we there? 10 seconds in. Let's roll. G'day, 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 you absolute bunch of bloody legends. Loserbum back in the house with some retro digital computing online single take low quality content. And let's dive right in. We're talking Argon again, so it's about the Argon Light, the 8-bit, the black belt of 8 bits, and I happened to have one prepared. Here's one I prepared earlier. Hang on. There it is. Ah, crikey, what a beauty. This is my Argon Light actually connected up. And it is not just connected up, but it's also live over here, right? We can see the screen, we can see the Argon. And the mission today is to, don't tell me I just closed Chrome. The mission today is to upgrade the firmware, right? So Argon Light is an open source computer, and the firmware and the graphics card are in software and created by volunteers, and they're upgradable. My Argon came with the version 1.2 respectively, as we can see here, and hang on, how would we see that? Exactly, as we would see here. And now there's version like 1.04 or 1.03 out there, and I want to upgrade. And since I haven't found a detailed step-by-step instruction, I thought, right, I'll write this down, and I haven't actually tested it. This is all just the documentation from the internet available on my GitHub. I'll link in the description below or via the loserbum.com website. We're going to go through these steps and see if afterwards it's still working and we get the benefits. There's some significant improvements done in the latest releases. So what do you need? Well, you need an Argon. Check, we got that. Right. What else do you need? You need a PC. Well, that's what I'm on there, which has the ability to read and write micro SD cards. I have that via an adapter. And you need a USB-C cable. So got that over here as well. Yep, there it is. Okay, let me grab that because we're going to need it later. All right, then you got to download the required software. I've already done it. We're not going to do the downloading or not going to do downloading one by one, but I will show, where is it? Firmware up there. There it is. So here's all the software, but I'll walk you through what it is. So ultimately, you could say what we're trying to do is run the latest version of BBC Basic for the Argon, which is 1.04 release candidate 3. This, in turn, requires the VDP 1.03 release candidate 3 and the MOS operating system 1.03 RC3. So we need to download this, and then we need to download the things necessary to do these two. The VDP, here's the link. Here's also the link directly to the actual file. The VDP, if we remember on the Argon, the graphics card is actually an ESP single board or single chip computer, which is a sort of Arduino-like thing. And to reprogram our graphics card to this latest VDP version, I'm going to need this Arduino software, which I've also downloaded already. We actually are going to install it, which will take a while. Then we have the MOS, the firmware / operating system. Again, direct link here to the version. If you don't have the super special unobtainium, and it really is unobtainium cable, there is this utility, Argon Flash, which allows you to flash latest version of the MOS without that special cable. So that's what we're using. So you need the actual release itself. You need the flashing software. Yep, that's what you need. All right, let's get cracking. Let's start now. So first, I tidied up the SD card. Where is it? There we go. There it is. Come on, show yourself. And here we are. So that's the SD card. You can see I've severely reduced it. I used to have a ton of like basic files. I backed them up, and I've only pretty much got only the basic stuff which comes with the base installation. Also cleaned up the autoexec.txt, but it does work. So actually, let's prove that it does work. So here we unplug the thing and the SD card, and we plug it into the device, which we first switch off so that we're not hot swapping. Sorry about my face on the cam, but that's just the way it's arranged. Up, and it's switched on again, and it's now booting. Where are we? Up, we can go over here. Up. Okay, yep, and it's already come up, and now I can cat. Yep, that's the SD card which we just saw on the big screen. I think if I go, I think I got in MOS. I can see, yeah, I've got Hello World in MOS. Hello World. That's actually the assembly example from online. See my previous video. Okay, switch it off. Grab the card. Put the card back in the computer. Switch you guys to something more attractive. All right, that's not me. So yeah, let's look at the project. What have we got to do? We got to copy the update utility, which I previously downloaded. Here it is. The update utility being this flash.bin program, and I've got to copy that to the MOS directory on the SD card. Once that comes up, come on, mate. Yeah, so and by putting it in the MOS directory, just like hello and the memdump, it means you can invoke the command from anywhere. It becomes sort of like a system command. And more importantly, you can also pass it the command line arguments, which we need to do this. So let's do that. So we got the flash.bin in the MOS, and we got the actual MOS.bin. So that's our new firmware, which is over here. Here it is, MOS.bin. We put that in the root of the SD card because that's where the flash program is going to look for it. Okay, next, yeah, we're gonna transfer that. Well, before, when I actually execute the flash, and I'm missing something, and I'll show you the syntax. I made an editing mistake here. But when I actually use the flash program on the Argon in a moment, I have to do flash and then the mos.bin and then give a CRC code. And the CRC code is specific to the MOS version which I'm installing. So because I'm installing 1.3 RC3, this CRC, cyclical redundancy check, think of a checksum, it makes sure that the file is theoretically not corrupted and not tampered with. Yeah, that's different, so I have to find that out. And the way to do that is to go to this little tool. You upload the file. You leave this polynomial. That's, I think, a seed for the CRC, and then the result is over here. Why don't we do it with choose file? Same thing. Come on, drive. Up there, mos.bin. So get me the CRC for this one, and here it is in hexadecimal. And I already did this earlier, and I've got that in my instructions. So if oops, now I need to go back. All right, I've already got that in my instructions. Here they are. Here's that code, same code as we just had. Okay, back to full screen. Hope you're all catching this. The cool thing, I'm live streaming this at the moment because I normally do single take videos, and I thought, well, since I'm not editing anyway, might as well stream them so you could see the first live streaming and of upgrade an Argon, or the first person to ever brick an Argon live on the internet. Stay tuned, excitement everywhere. So we got the mos.bin, we got the CRC. We are now going to take the SD card, and let's use our clever little things here. Yeah, we're going to take the SD card, insert it into the device, and we're just now getting ready to. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do one thing first, which I actually wanted to do. I'm also going to drop the new version of the BBC Basic on there. Just for shits and giggles, right? So this is the 1.04 version, and I'm just going to put that on the SD card. Oh, there you go. Thank you. So, and after the MOS upgrade, we can probably try to run the BBC Basic. Yeah, we'll see whether that works at all, whether anything works at all. So we're still streaming. We've now got the SD card in the device. We are firing up the device. Should be no surprises yet. There we go. VDP and MOS on version 1.02. Now the usage would be, wrong keyboard, flash mos.bin, and then I have to type in the correct code, which is on my other window here, 8669, 8669, 6B8A, 6B8A. Are you seeing this, guys? Yeah, you should be seeing this. It's doing something. So now I think it's loading the file, the new firmware into memory first. And it's testing the CRC. And it's validated the CRC is asking me, do I really want to do this? I'm going to say yes. Ooh, that's not even with an enter. You hit the Y key and off it goes. So now it's copying the existing firmware to a backup, writing the new firmware, checking the new firmware against the checksum. It's okay. And now it's going to reset. Okay. Well, something's running. I don't know if you can see it there on the screen, but oh, no, it's coming. Hey, it came up. Cool. It's not recognizing my keyboard. That isn't good. But actually, that might be because now the computer and the VDP, remember, doesn't do just video, it also does keyboard. Are out of sync, and that's why the display is also a bit weird. I noticed, and I'd seen this on the internet, seems to take a bit longer to boot than before. But hey, looks like the MOS is upgraded according to these instructions. Let's switch off. Now things get a little bit funkier. Right, so MOS instruction succeeded. And yes, I can't test anything beyond the fact that it switches on because my keyboard is broken because my VDP. So now the VDP, remember this is like an Arduino or ESP2286, which is just sitting there doing its little Arduino thing. So and it's disconnected, right? It can live by itself, right? That little ESP is a single board computer, lives by itself and doesn't care what the MOS or the main Z80 machine is throwing at it. So it's yeah. So we need to install the Arduino software, and I should get better at this. Up here we go, firmware update. So here we go, and I cheated a little bit. They recommend. I'll show you in a moment. Here we go. So that's installing. I agree. Do all of that. Arduino, yep, now he's chewing. So this is not the latest version. This is like an older version of this Arduino software. But on the very, very latest one, there's a comment. Am I sharing my screen? Yes, I am. There on the very latest one, there's a comment that if you use the 2.0 version of the Arduino software, then you run into some Python thing. And since this video is going to be too long anyway, I thought let's skip it and use the version 1.8.19, which just works. When you're on the website here downloading the software, hang on, here we go, where is it? Arduino software, you just need to scroll down a bit, right? So here's the main one. This will work but might throw you a Python error. This one down here, Legacy IDE, is the one which is also tested by the manufacturer, as it were. All right, so back to where we are, and this is where the video is going to get a bit long. I might do some editing here during the video. Right, this is I'm streaming live now, so I'm not editing that, but I will probably take the video, maybe chop it down a bit, and then upload it again as a standalone video. I'm just going to make it shorter here. Okay, so it is done, the firmware update. So let's launch Arduino. Yeah, just allow, yes. Allow every virus backdoor access. So here we are. Here's the VDP. Here's how you deploy it. So you need the software. Oh, okay. I'm not sure where it got this from. I guess, because I had it installed before, it must have picked up the it must have picked up the thing again, the old settings. So that's why I've already got my Argon files in here. That's quite surprising. I'm actually so open recent or maybe open. How did I do that last time? Video. Oh, yeah, here it is. You just upload that, and is that how that works? Yeah. So yeah, let's just assume I installed it from scratch. Oh no, I don't want to close that. So let's try again. Arduino software. I'm trying to show it as though the Arduino software had just been installed the very first time and never used before. But full disclosure, I tested just this bit. I didn't actually do the deployment. I was just in a previous install of this software. I'd gotten this far for it to recognize the file. So can we? How about we just say new? No, that's just a file. Or do we just go? Just, how can I do edit? If I quit, but if I close, it closes the file. That's weird. So sorry guys, you're gonna have to find your own way into the file, but I think it's pretty much as simple as file open, and then you open the video.ino, right? This is the Arduino file, so that's the one that you open, and I guess nope. Oh, it's got multiple things going on now. Let's try that again. Open video.ino, open. Just wondering why it's opened all the other ones over here, right? So somewhere there must be a reference to Argon dot whatever. Anyway, we've got it open now. Wow, this is the really dead bit of the stream. See, sorry about the streaming. When I record these, I'm much more active. Let's get cracking. In addition, so preferences from the file menu, additional board manager, we need to install this URL. So basically, we're teaching this software about our very particular flavor of card. So there it is. File, preferences. Additional board managers. Yep, there it is already, but we'll just paste it in there. So yeah, it's just picked up the settings from my previous install of this. So it's doing this. And once you have that, you can now in the tool menu select the ESP32 board, making sure it's version 204. So we've got tools menu, auto format, board. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So here I'm in the board manager. And because I've added that URL at the bottom of the board manager, I think you got to scroll all the way down, or somewhere. No, where are they? Or is it all the way at the top? Where are they? In here somewhere. There. Yeah, I think this is the one which I installed. Yeah, you can see it's actually installed. The other one's on the list now. So this is the one which we just did, and we want to select version 2.04. Yeah, where do you go? So select version 2.04, install. And this is the part which takes even longer. So here's going to be another cut because it's got to download all of this stuff and then it compiles it. And I remember when I did this the last time, this took several minutes. So yeah, let's go look if anybody's watching the stream. Is the stream even live? Yeah, while that's happening. F11. Hey, I am streaming, and here am I streaming as well? Yep, I'm streaming as well. 2 people watching, eh? So it's me and another person. Hey, maybe it's Pandy Vlogs. No, I guess not. I think that looks very much like a bot, but happy to see you anyway. So we are streaming. Whoops, why is Twitch not? Hey, show offline. That's unfortunate. Okay, so the restreaming, but it's weird. It worked last time, and it's working here. Weird. Maybe I can't watch myself also. Let's go back to our thing. Oh, see, yeah, it's still downloading 140 megs. Yeah, my dragon is the kind of a graphics card update the brute force way. Let's look ahead a little bit to the instruction if there's anything interesting here. So yeah, we got to configure the board all of like that. And then it doesn't actually tell you what to do, selected and configured. And for the port, you will need to determine the COM port. Yeah, they're not very detailed, these instructions about how to do the update, but here we are. In the meanwhile, what I can do in preparation for the update, let me go to my other view over here, just checking, he's still chewing. Let me go to this view again, full screen on the thing. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove the power. Is this thing off? Yeah, it's off. We're going to remove USB power, but we're not going to lose that, hopefully. I have to get up, so that's that one. And I'm going to remove the, sorry, that wasn't the power. That's the keyboard. That was the USB key PS2 keyboard. That here now was the USB-C with the power. Focus, you bastard. Right? And now what we're going to do is take our USB cable, which we were presenting earlier, right? So this is a USB-C to USB flat, which is going to connect in here. But before that, we have these two jumpers. These two jumpers, I'll take the left one. The left one saves UART disable. So the UART, the serial port, is no longer pointing at the Z80 at the computer. It's now pointing at this USB port and our Arduino software. And over here it says prog1. That's putting this the ESP chip into firmware update mode, you could say. So okay, so we got that. And so now when we switch it on, my understanding is that it's literally going to come up with only half the brain, right? Over here, here's the Z80, that's the computer. Well, that's not getting any juice, and now only the ESP is going to be live. So it's like powering up the graphics card without powering up your main board, which is the kind of stuff we do here. So I'm not going to plug that in just yet. Okay, it's finished doing whatever it was doing. Close. Oof, now I have to, I guess, select a board or something. Tools. Yeah, that board is that one. I've got the board. ESP32 Arduino, ESP dev module. Okay. Oh, and now we compare the setups. So, what's the best way to do this? And it'll only work if I shrink this one as well. Come on. Oops, not that small. Over here. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I think I'm still only sharing. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm back. All right. So what I was doing is over here, I've got the, I've now, because it has finished installing, because this thing has finished installing, we now have our board here selected, and it's showing us the various options, and we're just going to compare those options with what is written in the instructions. Don't do that. All right, and tools. Yeah, annoying. Tools. 99261, correct. 240 Wi-Fi Bluetooth, 80 megaset QIO, 4 megabit of 32 default with spiffs, blah de blah, core debug level none, PS RAM enabled, runs. Okay. All right, so that's all correct, and there are no further instructions except, which is then to burn bootloader programmer. Yeah, that's a bloody good question. What do I do next, right? Making selected and configured. Oh, third-party libraries will be needed to install from the library manager and the tools menu. Sorry, that's the next thing. So tools, manage library. Okay, that's still opening. Is there a way to search here? Oh, it's updating the list of installed software. I hope you can see that. So it wants me to install FabGL. Let me search that. FabGL. Version 1.08, version 1.08, install. Okay, that's a bit faster than installing the board. I have to update that in my notes, huh? Well, that still falls under configure software, I guess. Oh, I tell a lie. I just said it's faster. It ain't. And by the way, to the people streaming, I'm not very good. If there's anybody watching, sorry, I can't see you talking to me because, as you can see, I'm already struggling to keep abreast of my screens. FabGL installed, that's good. And the other one is ESP32 type. Version 2.00. That looks good. Version 2.00, install. Let's do it. Okay. All right. So I've got all of these things installed. Again, what do I do now? Auto format, serial monitor, serial plotter. That would be updating the firmware. Port, okay, here's where I was successful. Board info. It's probably going to say there's no board connected right now. Please to select the port to obtain board info. You can see down here. So that didn't do anything. Right, so I have now taking my USB thing and plugging it in. Done something. What's the fastest way to how do I find out which has been assigned? Will it show anything here? No. Windows Device Manager. USB serial, okay, here. Oh, that's okay. This might be the end of this stream, and we might have some heavy editing on the online video here because apparently, yeah, I should have tested this further. There's no drivers. Arduino driver. Arduino USB serial driver Windows 10. Browse my computer for drivers and go username desktop Arduino drivers folder. So I'm going to go look in programs file x86. Here's Arduino drivers. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Right. So it's not the instructions which are given here. No, I don't want this. I don't want that. Try again. Update driver. Locally browse. So I'm going to call this x86. What the hell happened? I just had an x86 in there and it just disappeared. Oh, because I just dragged and dropped it. Sorry, guys. It's getting worse. Okay, let's put the 86 back in the folder where it belongs, i.e. under drivers. Yep, thank you. Oh, stop moving. There. X86. Close. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. But it doesn't say where to get the drivers, huh? Mm-mm-mm. So FTTI use SP writers, really? Okay. Shit, okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I mean, it's recognizing it as a serial, and I have the drivers on here. Come on, there's got to be a way to. Uh, oops. Let's try again differently. Do we know USB-C serial? But no, because they wouldn't have USB-C serial driver. And it's on over there. It's connected. No, we're not doing that manually. Software. Can I search here? Drivers. No. Got lots of results, but come on. Let's try it differently. We're going to type in the error message. Oh, now we've lost the device manager. Sorry about the streaming, but hey, yep, here's what happens when you don't test it. It's not bricked yet. It's not bricked yet. Go on. ESP32 USB driver. Okay, let's try this. x86. Okay. Extract. So found a driver. I'm going to have to try and reconstruct all of this for the documentation. x86. Okay. Well, it's a 64-bit Windows, isn't it? So anyway, I've got this is sort of the manufacturer space for this Express ESP thing, and yeah, that's where I got this virtual COM port driver. So let's see what happens there. We go back to the thingy here. Where's my device manager gone again? Here, up. Nope, there we go. Update driver, and instead of doing this one, we're now going to look in downloads. Yeah, certified. Try x86. Next. Previous. Browse. 64. Nope, this is not it. Oh, God, that's annoying. Let's see if the guys over here have something. Hardware. Is there a way to search here? ESP32 USB. Nope, that's not going to help. Maybe it's because there's no COM ports left, because COM3 and COM4 have already eaten by Bluetooth. How about we disable that one, and we disable that one. I don't use Bluetooth, at least at the moment. And then let's unplug the widget. Oh, okay, so it's gone. Plug him in again. Yeah, it's recognized as a serial device. Aha! Oh, wow. Okay. Well, so, hey, thanks for sticking around, those who are on the streaming. There will have been a big cut with me going, huh. If you have a computer like mine, which blocks COM3, COM4 by default for Bluetooth serial communication, disable that, and then ta-da! Your flipping thing turns up. Jesus Christ. Either that, or I probably plugged it in too early and maybe the driver update. I don't know. We're here. We're now. So COM5, tools, select COM port, COM5, beauty. So yeah, so it's either I'm probably gonna have to test that. Well, yeah, but so either it was because somehow I would have had to unplug and replug it sometime, or it was because, as I said, the COM3, COM4 was somehow blocked already. So we got the thing now. So looking down the menu, programmer, ESP tool, burn bootloader. Is that what we're doing? No, whoops. Copy error messages. Yeah. So board this. Serial upload, burn bootloader. Something error while burning bootloader. Okay. Don't save. This is not it. Verify. Exactly. So maybe I just have to verify and compile the thing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Unless there's anybody who I can see chatting here. No. Sorry guys, I don't know how to enable chat the way I'm streaming. I'm using this restream to do it simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube, and I've got too many flipping windows anyway. How are we doing over here? Yep, we're still okay. So we're back here. Tools, programmer. Oh no, whoop, we're still compiling sketch. My mistake. Yeah, let's hope he didn't take that command there. Yep, so we're still streaming. This is going to take a long time looking at that progress bar. Thank you for sticking with us this far. And by the way, just while we're waiting for that, just to root through, right? So here's our Argon. You can slightly see by the lights on the right that it's on, but more interesting, um, it has come up, right? It is getting power, but it's only talking about the Quark VDP because it's not booting into the MOS. So that's kind of interesting. But we are still waiting for this sketch to compile. Let's check the instructions if they said anything about this. Did you have to, no, board selected, configured, determine the COM port, install the whatchamacallit. Here we go. So let's lead so the bootloader, programmer. No, that's not what we want. We just want to, good thing it didn't bootload. What we actually want to do then, I guess, is simply verify and compile the thing and then upload it. Now, are we going to upload it or upload it using programmer? I don't know. I think we're going to try upload first. These are the bits which are missing in these instructions here. Huh? How long have we been streaming, by the way, fellas? Where are we? Where are we? We are at the 41-minute mark. Good Lord. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, this is going to be, this video is going to have to be shortened significantly. Oh, it's done compiling. Okay, sketch, upload. What do you mean? Oh, what? You're going to compile it again? Guess so. It seems to be a little faster than the last time around. Coming, coming, coming. Oh, it's doing stuff. Flashing, flashing, writing, writing, writing. All right, we done it. Oh, and yep, on my screen over here, it's like wiped out. So, and it's back. Yep, let's go over here to check it out. Version 1.03 has come up. How fucking awesome is that? Arduino leaving hard reset via VPS pin. It's done. It's done. Okay, so we're just going to switch over to this view for a second. What we do now is we power, no, we don't power off. We unplug it basically from the USB cable which we use to program. We plug in the USB power. We plug in the keyboard again. So, and not to forget, we have to remove the two jumpers. So it looks like we are ready. Come on, focus, you little thing. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's go to the full view and we power it up. Okay, it's come on. The keyboard is responding. Ooh, the keyboard is responding in a very strange way. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. We have the thing in there. So it's coming up. And then the MOS loads. And it's broken. Okay. We have broken the video. It's gone into a really weird mode here. Okay. Huh. Let me try one thing. I've got both the pins off. That's correct. Okay, so it's nothing on the SD card. Cool, I have smoked my Argon. Yay! 40 minutes here. This is the quality content you're here for, you buggers, right? Let's try that again. We'll switch it off. Have we got everything plugged in correctly? We got everything plugged in correctly. And it's running 1.03. And it's coming up to 1.03 RC3. And up to this point, everything works. It's as soon as I hit enter, then it goes haywire. Let me just check one thing. Okay, we're going to go back to screen sharing. Anyway, you've been very patient. This is a long time in coming, and it's been dramatic. We've killed, well, we haven't killed it, but we've done something to its brain. But we did, we overcame the obstacles and did some research and all of that good stuff. So what I wanted to check is in my own personal instructions, required software, Argon, VDP, one, because I'm irritated because when it comes up, right? No, okay. When it comes up, it just says 1.03 and not 1.03 RC3 on the screen. Hang on, I'll show you again. I'm just going to do that. Switch that again right there. Yeah, so see how the MOS, you probably can't see it over there, but yeah, see, there we go. The MOS is our version 1.03 RC3, and the VDP just says 1.03, even though I'm pretty sure I got the right file. I'm probably chasing at shadows. Well, maybe the next live streaming video will be how to downgrade and revert to version 1.02 on your Argon Lite. But hey, it was good fun. Oh shit, because yeah, now I absolutely have to fix this because I can't revert my MOS because my screen's not working. I bricked my Argon. It's a keyboard error. Boom. Oh well. There it was. Well, let's go back to our thing. Well, this is, we're now well and truly noodled because I'm not sure without the magic unobtainium cable, I don't think I can get my MOS back. My only hope is that the error is exclusively in the VDP and that by upgrading to a newer version or a previous version or something, that at least I can get it to come up again. Yep, okay, well, that's what we did. We have successfully failed to try and do what you do. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the website. Check out all the other videos on the old YouTube channel. Yeah, check out the YouTube channel while I'm here anyway. Quick shout out. Can I full screen this? There we go. Now out 368 subscribers. Big shout out to all of you. There's some comments and interesting stuff happening. All right then, over and out. It's been a blast. Bye. Bye.